If Rejoice does not brag in a day, she won't be okay. She found joy and happiness in bragging. All her life, that's how she has always been. And when she got married, it became worse. My husband just bought me a bag, a luxury one. What about your husband? What did he buy for you? My husband just built a 6-bedroom duplex in Lagos. My husband just got promoted at work. In my house, we only eat chicken, oh. We don't eat fish, please. Do you know how much my clothes is worth? It's not cheap, oh. Rejoice would go on and on, running her mouth. My husband did this, my husband did that. The people she bragged to have accepted their fate. They are used to her bragging already, but they get hurt by it at times. Some women will just smile and curse her under their breath, saying, one day, your running mouth will put you into big trouble and you won't be able to come out of that trouble. And well, her mouth did get her into trouble, a very big one. As a kid, Rejoice got everything she wanted and more, even before she asked for it. Her mother makes sure she has everything. Her mother didn't know when to say no. If Rejoice says something with her friend, it is that exact thing that she will also want. She will run to her mother, telling her mother that she wants that thing. And her mother instantly gave it to her instead of correcting her. Her mother enabled her. She even made sure that she gave her a better one than that of her friends. She would say, if you reach your turn, no pamper your child. But her pampering was turning into something else. Boom! Rejoice started bragging. In school, on the village streets, everywhere. She made sure that she's always the first person to get his books in school. And other school items, she makes sure she got it before the other students in the class. And this isn't because she wants to learn ahead of the class. It is because she wanted to brag to her classmates and say, my parents are the best parents ever. They are richer than yours. Some of her classmates get offended and some just followed her blindly because they want to be friends with a rich girl. This affected Rejoice in life because she lost lots of her real and genuine friends, the ones that told her the truth. The only thing she says to her friends is, I just got this new bag and it's very expensive. I don't think you will be able to afford it, even if you save for a whole year. So just admire it from a distance. Do not touch it. It's from the store. That is true, where we won't even see the money to buy them. Our friends will see, just because they don't want to annoy her. And when she goes, they will start saying bad things about her behind her back. Her personality made her attract bad friends only. They only want to be associated with her because of her money and nothing else. She lost genuine friendships because no one wanted to be friends with such a person, and she didn't even mind. She called her good and genuine friends fake friends because they can't take her brags. And she called her fake friends her wholly true friends because they allowed her say and do whatever she wanted to say. Rejoice watched gladly as her age mates got married in the village. She was unbothered because she hasn't seen her type. She insulted the village ladies for settling for less. Can never be me, she would say to herself. If she was invited to a wedding, she even dressed more than the bride. She then proceeds to bragging about how expensive her clothes material is. Well, they were used to it, so they just let her be. They ignored her. Her mother was so proud of her. Her father, on the other hand, complained on so many occasions, but the deed has already been done. It was a part of her already. She couldn't even hide it anymore. When the village ladies gathered to discuss, her opinions was always different. She makes sure to emphasize on the fact that they are not on the same level every time. And when they ask who she likes in the village or which man is courting her, she immediately shouts, God forbid. You think I will get married to someone from this village? You are a joker. Take a look at me now. How can you think like that? Oya, tell me, which man in this village suits my caliber? None of them. Even the rich ones, they can't speak English, so no. Please don't ask me that kind of question again, she told the ladies one day. And as they were discussing, a man drove past in a car. Rejoice's eyes immediately went to the car. A man from the city, the right one for her. She stylishly told the ladies goodbye and she started tracing the car to know which compound the man is from. Ah, a man from the city, my ideal man, she said to herself. She followed behind the car until we stopped in front of Ugochi's house. Ah, is this man Ugochi's fiancé? She's lucky, oh, that jealous girl. The man came out of the car and another man came out of the car too. Ugochi came out and hugged the man that was driving. The man Ugochi hugged looked like the boy to the other man who looks like a rich man. She peeped and watched the entire scene. The men looked alike. It looked like the men are brothers. She was glad Ugochi is not getting married to the rich one. She went closer, and when Ugochi saw her, she was stunned, confused, because everybody in the village knows that Ugochi and Rejoice do not like each other. Ever since they were kids, they've always argued about every and anything. And this is because Ugochi doesn't like the constant comparison Rejoice does between her parents and Ugochi's parents. So now seeing her in her house was so confusing. Ugochi told her visitors to go inside and she started questioning Rejoice. Rejoice, please, I don't want trouble. Don't come here and start lecturing me about who is richer or not today. Today is my introduction. Please leave. Rejoice changed totally that moment. And that is why I am here, Ugochi. I am a changed person. I am very sorry for all that I said when we were younger. I was just a kid back then, and I'm a changed person now. So I am apologizing to you. And I heard that you are getting married. So I want to spend more time with you before you go to your husband's house. Rejoice sounded genuine, and Ugochi gave her a hug. She has always avoided Rejoice, even if she genuinely likes her, because she just finds a way of bragging about everything. Ugochi made the mistake of inviting Rejoice to her wedding. She involved Rejoice in her wedding plans, thinking that Rejoice is a changed person. Well, she was only pretending. Rejoice outdid herself in Ugochi's wedding. Even the village elders were surprised. They praised her for doing a job well done because she made sure that everyone ate to their satisfaction in the wedding party. She was being overly nice to everyone. Ugochi's husband, Victor, lived in the city. Victor's elder brother, Nelson, also lived in the city. They work in the same oil company. The difference is that Victor was a junior staff, while Nelson is a boss in the company. Nelson also noticed Rejoice during his brother's wedding, which is exactly what Rejoice wanted. She wanted to be noticed, to be seen by the city man. In her mind, she kept insulting Ugochi for choosing the boy and not the richer one. But she was glad. It is for my own good, she said in her mind. She made sure that whenever Nelson was coming towards her, she was doing a good deed. It's either she was helping an old woman sit right or she was making sure that the guests were okay. And Nelson just fell in love with her personality, not knowing that Ugochi is only pretending. Without wasting time, Nelson told his brother about Rejoice. And in no time, their parents were talking to Rejoice's parents. She smiled as she was finally getting exactly what she wanted. Nelson made a mistake. He didn't date her first to know who she really is. He just paid a bride price in full. And boom, they were married. The village ladies were wowed. Rejoice finally got married to a city man. And she's going to leave them in this village. Ugochi was glad that at least she's not going to go to the city alone. She'll be going with a friend, Rejoice. But Rejoice couldn't pretend for long. Even before they got to the city, she kept comparing her wedding to Ugochi's wedding. She kept comparing her bride price to Ugochi's bride price and her wedding dress to Ugochi's wedding dress. And Ugochi was confused because she thought Rejoice has changed. So why is she saying her wedding dress was more prettier than hers? Rejoice didn't stop there. She kept saying Nelson paid her bride price in full and Victor paid half. She laughed after saying that, but Ugochi didn't find it funny at all. Nelson and his brother were also there and they heard everything Rejoice was saying, but they just ignored them, saying it's friends talk. And the real arrogance started when they went to their various houses, as the men do not live together. Nelson and Victor were really close, so sometimes Victor comes to Nelson's house to eat and talk business with his brother. Rejoice would always order as she doesn't even know how to cook. Her husband Nelson doesn't really complain. He's a very humble, peaceful man. And it was after he got married to Rejoice and started living with her, that was when he knew that she's a talkative and she brags a whole lot. She's also very filled with pride. But because he loves her, he never complains too much. But from time to time, he tells her to be humble, as being pride-filled will not get one anywhere. But Rejoice never listened to her husband. In the city, Ugochi ignored her sister-in-law. Whenever Nelson and Rejoice came to visit them, she avoids talking to her because all Rejoice does is compare her huge house to Ugochi's house. Today it is, my husband just bought a new house, to he just bought me a designer bag straight from the store, to is getting a promotion in work. What about Victor, your husband? What is he doing? What is wrong with him? Why is he stagnant now? The day she said that to Ugochi, Ugochi changed it for her. And ever since then, she stopped talking to her. We just stopped going to Ugochi's house. But the brothers' bond wasn't broken. The only time Rejoice and Ugochi see each other is during their vacation to the village, during Christmas and New Year period. The time they went, the village ladies were very happy to see Rejoice again because they know that she will come with juicy gist, even if she will exaggerate by bragging. Immediately she came back, she started giving the village ladies gifts, telling them that it is imported and they will not get a gift like this ever again in their life, as she's the only one that can give them these gifts. The shameless ladies collected the gifts despite the insults that followed it. In their family house where they live together, Rejoice makes sure that at every gathering, she bragged about her husband and belittled her brother-in-law Victor. Ugochi was fed up. One day, her mother-in-law called her and warned her against this behavior of hers, but she just refused to listen. In fact, she compared her mother-in-law with her own mother, saying her mother doesn't talk to her like this, as her mother is the best mother in the whole world. She accused her mother-in-law of not loving her enough, and her own real mother will never talk to her like that. Soon, her husband got tired of her, but because he loves her, he didn't want to fight with her. One day, Ugochi broke the news to the entire family that she's pregnant. Everyone happily congratulated her except for Rejoice. Rejoice said, Ugochi, you have the mind to get pregnant when your husband is not even doing well. I pity you. You now go drink garri tire. Ugochi got so angry. She couldn't hold it this time. She said, at least my womb is working perfectly. We got married the same time, and yet you're not even pregnant. I'm sure your womb is not working. All you do is gossip and brag around. I'm sure your future babies are running away from you, and that is why. Rejoice got so angry, and to take revenge on Ugochi, she went round the village and started telling everyone that Ugochi's husband is a boy and they do not have money. And because of this, the village lady started seeing Ugochi and her husband as paupers. But Ugochi cared less. Well, they eventually traveled to the city after the festive period, and that was when it all happened. Nelson got really sick and he stayed indoors most of the time because of his illness. Rejoice didn't want him to go to the hospital. He was treated at home. She didn't want anyone to see a fault in her husband. She kept his sickness from everyone, including his brother Victor. She kept telling him that he traveled and he will be back soon. The doctor was confused, but he eventually opened up to Rejoice and told her that this thing that is doing her husband is kind of spiritual, as nothing is wrong with him medically. But Rejoice was too shy to go spiritual. She didn't want to tell anyone about it. And one day, her husband died. She cried her eyes out. Her in-laws blamed her for it. They chased her out of the house, blaming her for killing her husband. They said her proud nature was the main reason why she didn't tell them something was wrong with their son. Rejoice was left all alone. She had no other option but to start selling pure water on the streets of Lagos. The end. Thank you so much for watching the stories, besties. Please do not forget to tell me what you've learned. Please like the story and subscribe for more stories like this.